All right, so to do the quotient and the power rule together, okay, you've got to follow order of operations, which means that we are always going to do the exponents first, or the power rule first. All right, so I'm going to distribute this 4, okay, and my numerator is going to become a to the 16th, p to the 36th, all over a to the 6th, p to the 5th. All right, now that we've simplified this, we're going to use the quotient rule, and we're going to start subtracting. So we're going to do 16 minus 6, which is 10. It's always going to go where the bigger one was, so it's going to go to the top, so a to the 10th at the top. And then 36 minus 5, which is 29, so p to the 29th at the top. Okay, number 11, again, exponents first or the power rule first, so we're going to distribute my exponent. My numerator is going to stay the same, and my denominator is going to become c to the 12th, d to the 32nd, and e to the 36th. All right, now I'm going to start subtracting. Remember, you're always going to do the biggest one minus the smallest one. So I'm going to do 12 minus 5, which is 7. C to the 7th is going to go in the denominator because that's where the bigger number was. Okay, 32 minus 4 is 28, so d to the 28th. And then 36 minus 2 is 34, so e to the 34th. Nothing is in my numerator right now. I cannot leave it blank, so I'm going to put a 1. All right, number 12, okay, again, start with your power rule. I'm going to distribute this 0. Well, y'all, we already said that anything to the 0 power is 1. So my whole numerator is going to become 1, and my denominator is going to stay the same. Okay, now there's nothing else to simplify. So maybe I'd big fat star that. Anything to 0 power is 1. All right, 13. Go ahead, distribute your exponent first. The only thing you have to be careful of here is that I have to distribute this exponent to a coefficient. So I'm going to have 5 to the 2nd, which is 25, m to the 6th, k to the 16th. Because when we do the power rule, we multiply our exponents. I'm going to rewrite my denominator. And I'm going to come in here and start simplifying. I'm going to put 25 over 5. I'm going to use that fraction button in my calculator, and it's going to simplify it for me. And that is going to become 5 over 2. 6 minus 4 is 2, m to the 2nd in the numerator, and then 20 minus 16 is 4, k to the 4th in the denominator. Okay? Always remember biggest minus smallest. That looks like a 9, so let's make it a 4. All right, number 14. Again, start with your power rule, distribute your exponent. Make sure we're distributing it to that coefficient. And when we put that in the calculator, make sure we're putting that negative 3 in parentheses. So that's going to become a 9, n to the 12th, p to the 8th, all over 12, n to the 12th, p to the 8th. All right, fraction button here with this 9 over 12. Okay, and that's going to simplify to 3 over 4. Okay, 12 minus 12 is 0, so those cancel. And 8 minus 8 is 0, so those cancel. So this is just going to end up being 3 over 4. All right, we already said this on 15. On number 12, but same thing here. Anything to the 0 power is 1. So my whole numerator is going to become 1 over, I've got to distribute this power again. Okay, so that's 8 to the 2nd, which is 64. R to the 28th, because 2 times 4 is 28, p to the 10th. I don't have anything else to simplify here, so I'm going to leave it like that. All right, this looks a little bit different because I've got this exponent all the way here on the outside. I've got a big exponent. So I can deal with that first, or I can go ahead and simplify, okay? I like to simplify first because it just kind of makes it a little bit easier. I'm going to start on the inside, and then I'm going to deal with this exponent on the outside. But I've got 3 over 2, which that's not going to simplify. Put it in my fraction button. 8 minus 4 is 4, so x to the 4th in the denominator because the 8's bigger. And then 6 minus 3 is 3, so y to the 3rd. Now this whole thing is raised to the 2nd power. So it's like I've got to do the power rule. I'm going to distribute that to everything, okay, in the numerator and the denominator, okay? So this is going to become 9y to the 6th over 2 to the 2nd is 4x to the 8th. So if you simplify it at the beginning as your first step, once you distribute this power, it should already be simplified. Ooh, we got lucky on number 17. Anything to the 0 power is 1. This whole thing's going to become 1. I could go in and simplify it and then distribute that 0, but I know this is going to end up as a 1. All right, 18. Okay, I'm going to start by simplifying what's on the inside. 5 over 3 is going to stay the same. 6 and 9, well, 9 minus 6 is 3, so a to the third in the bottom, or the denominator. And then 4 minus 3, that's 1, so b to the first in the denominator, because 4 is bigger. Now I've got to do my power rule of 3. Okay, so I'm going to start with 5 to the third, which is 125, over, okay, I've got to do it to my denominator too, 3 to the third, which is 27, a to the ninth, 3 times 3 is 9, and b to the third. All right, that's it.